In this video, I'm going to reveal the one camera mistake that's killing your videos and how to fix it fast. I am Coach Larry, a video expert from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I've spent over 2 decades crafting video content for these companies that you may know of. I teach busy and resourceful entrepreneurs how to effortlessly create professional videos that attract their people who share their same values. So this presentation is kind of a taste of my full course on the basics of video production for beginners. The course is geared towards anyone with a DIY spirit who is at the start of their journey in creating video content, or anyone who is ready to graduate from using their phones to shoot their video content and they're ready to level up their video quality. However, I honestly believe it's totally fine if you have to use your phone, if you need to or want to use your phone, it's all good. So whether it's educational content, documentaries, or ads for a service offering or a product, I genuinely believe there's a demand for making professional quality video content. And I believe that people, need to get their voices out there. Everyday people, like you and me. So if you identify as an entrepreneur or content creator, the reality is the better you are at creating content that attracts your ideal audience, really the more money you can potentially make. If you find what I'm teaching to be helpful, you know what to do, right? Smash that like and sub. So let's just get into it. Let's talk cameras. If you're overwhelmed by the options out there, I totally get it. Let's just get straight to the spoilers. In general, my philosophy around building out a selection of video making equipment is each piece of equipment solves a unique problem. Everything from cameras, lights, on down to the cables and connections you choose to connect things together. Each piece of equipment you accumulate over time is likely going to go through this process where you're going to ask yourself these 2 questions. How much can I afford to spend, and what kind of problem does this piece of equipment solve? When it comes to imagery, obviously the problem you're solving is you're settling on the right tool for you to use for your specific use cases to create a really nice looking image, and to do that reliably and consistently. So straight up spoiler alerts, if you're an entrepreneur or a content creator, my general recommendations are these cameras. It just comes down to what your preferences are for brands. I've used like all the brands. I'm not a brand snob, honestly. These main ones are Sony, Canon, and Panasonic, which there are companies that have been around for a super long time, and they've made cameras for a very long time. But before I go on, if you already purchased a camera and you don't exactly know how to use it, scan this QR code or go to the link in the description to grab my essential guide to camera settings PDF. It's for both phones and professional cameras. It's a quick start guide to understand how to use the most important settings in any camera for shooting professional quality video. So let's go back into it. Pro tip, if you're overwhelmed by all the choices of cameras out there, you have to ultimately decide whether your phone is good enough at this time for your needs. And I genuinely believe, like I said, the phone is great. But not to be too contrarian, let me just put this idea out there for you to think about since you've found me and you're interested in video production. What makes a good video look more professional than another one? If you shoot footage of the same person or image side by side with a phone versus a dedicated high-end camera used for film and TV, you will immediately be able to tell what makes a video high quality. Now, without getting too technical and into the weeds, your eyes will be able to discern subconsciously that one image is more robust and detailed than the other. You can get high quality results from a phone, that is true, but do not let that marketing fool you.
So have you ever seen these Apple commercials that are apparently entirely shot on iPhone? But how though? It looks so good. It looks so professional and clean. The colors look nice. Well, that's great because I happen to have the same camera right here in my pocket. So let's switch to that and bam, cinematic masterpiece. How does it look? Maybe I just need some sound effects to make it more epic. Maybe some color grading. Does it look amazing?
It takes a high level of skill and understanding to get the highest image quality from a phone. So the point is, if you want to make consistently high quality video, the tools and the technique, they all matter. So to help you overcome that decision fatigue about what kind of camera to get to shoot your video content, I'm always an advocate of keeping it super simple. Use whatever camera you already have, and at the same time, your phone is likely good enough, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't aspire to have a proper dedicated camera that will ultimately level up your image and sound quality. Honestly, it's perfectly okay if you want your audience to view your work and have that subconscious moment where they say to themselves, wow, that was incredible, or that looks amazing. So back to the cameras. For the most part, when you settle on a camera body, you will also need to settle on a lens or a set of lenses that are compatible with that camera brand. However, there's plenty of other third-party brands of lenses that's going to save you some money and are equally amazing in quality. In general, just try to keep it simple by getting the same brand of camera body with the same brand of lenses. You also need batteries and possibly an additional charger that allows you to plug the camera body into a wall socket in case you don't want to always power your camera off batteries. This may be the case when you're recording yourself for a long stretch of time. Learn by doing. It's really that simple. Just poke around at the menus, grab a friend, take some shots of them, just have fun. Purchase my camera settings mini course or grab my settings PDF. Follow those settings to the T and see what it can do for you. Already, you're going to notice the imagery you're able to get from a dedicated professional camera will just put your image quality such a huge step above your phone or your tablet. Remember, the best tools for you will depend on your specific needs and budget. The most important thing is to create content that resonates with your audience and to serve that audience. And getting the tools, if they're within your budget, will make it easier for you to do that. Quick plug here, if this has been helpful for you, please join me live every Wednesday at noon Pacific time to ask me anything about video production. Register using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code and you'll instantly get my free DIY Make Your Pro Studio Checklist PDF. It comes with a comprehensive shopping list of all the equipment you need to make professional level video content. Plus, you'll stay in the loop about my weekly Ask Me Anything live streams with reminders and exclusive updates. If you have any questions about video production, definitely put it in the comments. I'm actively monitoring them. Your questions are definitely going to help me guide me onto what future content to make that's going to help you get a quick win and start making professional quality video content as fast as possible. Really appreciate you guys watching and your long attention. Thanks everyone again for joining. That's all for now. Please come back and visit my channel anytime. Stay tuned for more upcoming presentations, okay? Bye.